Fox News. I'm Chris Foster. 3 new charges against former President Trump and his indictment over mishandling classified documents include accusations he tried to destroy evidence.
Yesterday's filing also bringing charges to a third defendant as prosecutors now accuse the former president of asking the head of maintenance at his Mar-a-Lago club, Carlos de Oliveira, to delete security camera footage. De Oliveira faces charges for conspiracy to obstruct justice. President Trump telling me exclusively, quote, "It is election interference at the highest level."
Fox's Brooks Singman. Trump's also now accused of showing a classified national security document to visitors at his golf club in New Jersey. Randy Meisner died. He was 77 years old, a co-founding member of the Eagles. He quit the band in 1977 right after a tour, later saying he chose sanity over money. America's listening to Fox News.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Live and local. Real talk starts now.
And welcome to the 28th, almost the beginning of August. Can you just imagine, of July? And here we go again, TGIF. I'm Rayford Brown.
I'm Kelly Knapp.
And I'm so happy. I'm Lee Barrows.
Hey, Happy.
It's Friday.
Yeah, hey, happy.
You're happy? Wasn't there Goofy and some other folks involved in that group?
I think there's a dopey.
That would be me. Anyway, how was your the beginning of the end of July for you? Hot?
Hot.
Yeah.
One of the hottest months recorded.
Yeah. Hottest month this year for dang sure, and the most expensive for my utility bill. Holy moly.
I'm sure everyone's
my.
feeling that.
Oh yeah, they are. Yeah, it's trying to stay cool. It's a chore these days. If you're going to stay inside, going outside, you're going to have to. I don't know what you do to stay cool outside.
I did the front yard yesterday. Whew, when I came in, I was soaking wet.
Yeah, you should have waited for that little brief shower to start.
Well,
It only lasted 38 seconds.
well, I had the mower in the backyard, was going to go out and do it, but I was waiting for someone to come by with some business papers, and I looked up and it was pouring rain. I had to run outside in the rain to get the mower in the shed.
So you got wet again.
Go ahead again.
Yeah, that's the way it works.
I just said that's enough for today.
Okay, I'll go ahead and get this mess out of the way. In the tropical Atlantic, we do have tropical disturbance. Number one, it's 50% chance of cyclone formation in the next 7 days. Now it's increased. 48% in the next 48 hours, probably not going to happen. But over the next 7 days, there's a 50-50 chance that it will become a tropical system of some sort other than a disturbance. The next one would be a tropical depression, then a tropical storm, and then you know what. It is on a west-northwesterly course. Where that means, who knows? At a distance from where it is right now, just off the coast of Africa, about halfway between there, a third of the way between there and the Lesser Antilles, it's projected to move north of the island chain.
Right.
And the cone that they've got is obviously the further away from where it is now to where it's anticipated to be. Such a broad cone. It could be anywhere from southern Florida on the extreme southern edge to somewhere in Maryland. So that's a broad area. Obviously, it will narrow as
Sure
it moves
is.
along if it survives. There's something out there off our coast. I don't know what it is. It would be nice to know that it's man-made, and we have moved forward enough. We have advanced enough that we are able to build hurricane detection and repulsion devices.
Right.
I like that. Wouldn't that be cool?
Well, speaking of that, there's people on social media that are accusing Pfizer plant here in North Carolina, the one that got hit by the tornado,
Yeah.
of making that tornado,
Oh, how stupid.
man-made tornado, and destroying their place so they could collect the insurance company.
You know, folks, I've got
insurance money.
I've got some tinfoil for you. You need to make your hats.
It's
You-
unreal.
I
It's
hope I don't
unreal.
know anybody that even remotely thinks that, because if I do, I'm not going to be their friend.
Well,
I-
they're still going after Pfizer for the vaccine. So,
Whatever.
ridiculous. But yes, getting back to the hurricane, I heard that there was some ugly systems generally in the coastal area that might help stir it out. So.
Yeah, that's we're looking. I don't know. They are looking at some stuff that's along the coast now, and some stuff that may be approaching the coast within the next few days. So that hopefully will just steer it and do just like most of the others have done so far.
Mhm.
Actually, and move it
Let's pray.
like Cindy that formed up a little bit further to the west, of course, but then sort of kind of headed for the United States, but then was curved and even missed Bermuda, which is 900 miles out there, or 600, whatever it is, a long ways offshore. And it curved and went east of Bermuda, then dissipated, then came back as Dawn, and then ended up circling and playing games out there. And then it just disappeared into thin air. So whatever's. Hopefully it will do something like that and not affect any land masses, not just,
Right.
we don't want it to just miss North Carolina. We just want it to go and stay at sea, stay far, far away.
I like that.
Yeah. So
I
anyway,
prefer that.
of course, August is right around the corner next Tuesday. And that's beginning, what is it? These are the dog days of summer coming up.
Very.
So it
dog,
could get
yeah.
even hotter.
Mm.
But the good thing is it does tend to cool off a little bit more at nighttime, not like July. So
It was like walking out in a sauna this morning. As soon
Yeah.
as I opened that front door and went out, it was like somebody slapped me.
we could,
It was 82 when I came in.
yeah, well,
Hot, humid.
yeah, it was 77 when I got up.
Yeah, that's what it was when I got up too.
And that's about the lowest it's been around here lately in the early morning hours.
I
So,
was loving
whatever.
those 60s at night.
Yeah, you can remember those, but don't look forward to them anytime soon. We got a while to go.
3 more months.
And of course, speaking of the tropics, September, the middle part of September is the peak part of the year
Yeah.
for Eastern North Carolina to attract those things, those tropical systems, and for them to form up. Of course, they can form up at any time. We've had them in June. I don't think we've had one impacting here in June, but we've had tropical system storms in June. We've had them as late as December some years ago.
Yes.
December.
Yes, I remember.
Wow. We didn't get it, but other places did. So that can happen. Of course, the storm of our century, the way it used to be billed, and that was mostly because it was a huge storm, was Hazel. That was October 15th, 1954. I was around. I remember it.
I wasn't.
Oh, yeah. So we were trapped behind Elizabeth Lake. 'Cause
Ooh.
when Elizabeth Lake was a lake,
Yes.
because there were two entrances, one on each end of that lake, and there was nothing going out towards Gum Branch Road. There were not that many houses back there, and we were trapped because both bridges washed down.
Shoo.
Governor Hodges was in office, and my dad was so ticked off at the DO at that time because they had not maintained that the main primary entrance. He called the governor, got him, and they fixed it. hasn't washed out since. Of course, it hasn't been a
It's
lake
who
there
you
for
know.
many years, so whatever. Anyway, this system out there, shower activity has increased since yesterday in association with that wave. It's located about midway between the Cabo Verde Islands and the Lesser Antilles. Environmental conditions are expected to be favorable for gradual development of the system in just a few days. With a tropical depression, it could form early next week, while the system moves generally west-northwestward over the tropical Atlantic. Like I say, 50% chance over the next 7 days. Okay, we're done with that one for the time being. We don't know what's going to happen, and we know it's sooner or later we're going to get one either way. So just be prepared. If you're a newcomer to the area, if you've got questions, you can go to a whole variety of websites and don't get afraid. Just one piece of advice: if you live like so many of you do, a lot of newcomers move here, and a lot of young Marines, they decide, hey, it'd be cool to live at the beach. So we'll rent one of these places down here at North Thompson. That's cool. Just be prepared. You've got a go box, not just a bag,
That's
a go
right.
box, because no telling how long you might have to be evacuated. And when they tell you to get your butt off that island, get it off.
Yeah.
First of all, when the winds reach a certain amount, they close the bridges. You
Yes,
will
they
not
do.
leave the island.
There's
You
no
will not
way
get
out.
back onto the island. You cannot go one way or the other. 35 miles per hour sustained winds, and the bridges are locked down.
Yeah.
They put
Have you ever
roadblocks
been on
on.
top of one
I
of those
have.
bridges like that?
Yep,
It's
I have.
not nice.
So that's rule number one. If you live out there, have enough stuff, and be sure you got plenty of medicines and all that sort of good stuff, which we will tell you about well beforehand. We will remind you over time and again. But have plenty. Well, if you've got medicines that need to be refilled, get them refilled early if necessary. Just be sure you've got enough to sustain you for a couple of weeks.
For your animals too.
For food for your animals, medicine for your animals, and take a look-see at the shelter situations or motels in the area that are pet friendly.
Right.
You may not want to stay right here. You may have to go inland a ways. That's fine. Find a motel that's pet friendly. Put it in your call your call list on your cell phone, so you'll know.
Mm-hmm.
So little
Very
things like
good.
that. Just be
And
prepared.
don't wait till the last minute to call
No,
them because
don't
they're
do
going to
that.
be booked.
Oh yeah, they'll be booked. Yeah, go ahead and reserve them if it looks like you're going to have to evacuate, and reserve it. You can cancel the reservation. But
We've got our friend AJ. I'll be calling him. Save me room.
Well, I'm going to be right here.
Yes. I mean, my house is, I feel confident.
Yeah.
Riding out a storm in my house, but we also have this one too.
Yeah, well, we got generator here, and we got
Yes.
we'll have power, and we'll have cooking facilities because
Yeah.
everything is gas. Okay, so enough
Nice.
of all that. Just not to scare you, but just to put you on alert. These are some of the things that you need to be aware of, just in case this coming season, we're in it now, something does develop.
Well, I think Tuesday is the first of the month, right?
Yes, it is. Now,
Military pay day.
yep,
When you're out shopping, pick up some extra canned foods.
yeah, that's all.
Put them in your pantry.
Yeah, just a few things that you can eat this while it's cold. And if you're really smart, go find you one of those little single burner
I have
it's a
those.
butane burner and a couple of cans of gas. You can
Have all
live for a
those,
month
yes.
off of
Yes.
2 cans of that gas. Trust me.
Yeah.
I've done it.
Gas grill, those propane
Gas-
burner.
Gas grills you can't use during the storm.
No,
because
you
don't
can use them outside.
Yeah, you
later.
can use them after the fact. So just little things like that. Those little butane grills or burners are very cheap, single burner. You can cook a whole.
And now's a good time
Big
if
meal
you
on
have a generator, one of those that you have to crank yourself. Now's a good time to make sure get it outside, start it up,
Yep.
let it run for a little
And
bit.
if it doesn't start easy, do like I'm going to do with mine,
Never
because I've
do.
got to take mine in now. I'm going to have it serviced,
I should do that.
and I'll take it in. I got a guy that will do that, and just clean out the carburetor, because they all after what I've had that thing 10 years now, 8 years, and I've used it a lot, but intermittently. But it takes a little longer to start it out than it used to. So
yeah, I should
me-
take mine
me
in too.
cranking it I'm sure that it's just carburetor and or spark plug. I changed the spark plug, but that's the limit of my mechanical expertise.
Mine needs a good tune-up. It's just because it's sat for the last 4
It
years.
just needs cleaning.
Yes.
And if you've set it up with regular gas in it, don't even try to start it. You'll be burning partial water.
Yeah, I know. It has no gas in it. I drained it.
Okay, good. Okay. Coming up today, we'll be talking about a whole lot between now and then, but at 8:30ish, 8:45 this morning, we got Donna Riggs, our realtor. She's one of our regular advertisers too. So
Yes.
she's coming in today, and then we'll just chat with her about the real estate community, what's going on in the area. Is this a good time to buy, a good time to sell, a good time to go into a holding pattern? How about renting? We'll ask her all of those questions. And she's got a new partner from the financial world, right?
Yes.
Okay, a new
Right.
lending partner.
Yes.
Good. So,
I'm sorry, I don't know his name
I
right
don't
off
either.
the hand, but we'll find out today.
but Donna will be in here, and she's always a hoot. So stay tuned for that. Meanwhile, we've got. I guess they're just flat going to continue going after Trump till they convince him not to run for election.
Yeah, everything they
And I
can.
think the more that they do this, the more determined he is to come out swinging.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just piling on and getting to the point they're getting a little bit trivial.
Well, the
in my
charges they
opinion.
came out with last night were not the charges
No.
that they were expecting
No.
by the end of this week, because Atlanta, Georgia DA is
Well.
taking out charges against them.
Maybe.
Yes.
And
Well, the
maybe.
grand jury has met.
And they've returned 2 bills,
Mhm.
apparently, according to what we've heard, but we'll have to wait and see how that goes. But sometimes, of course, it's a Friday dump day, right?
Yes.
They come out late afternoon and they bring out all this stuff and they disappear so they don't have to answer any questions until Monday. And by then it's not a major story. That is the typical in the world of politics. Got it? And that's the way it works.
Yep.
Your calls are welcome today. We're pretty well wide open until about 8:45 or so. So if you want to chat about anything, we've covered a bunch of topics this week. We'll continue covering some of those. I'm still interested in the county manager situation. I think that's going to get really, really hot. She's resigned. I also have some information
Ooh.
that I'm not going to reveal yet, but
Oh.
it could be good for her, could be good for the county. So this is going to be interesting. So we'll find out more about that later on, but not today. You're live and local, Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m., WSME. Why don't we take a break? We'll come back on the other side of weather.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. Okay, easy now. You're teaching your kid how to parallel park. Ouch! Turns out he likes to do it by feel. Don't worry, eBay Motors has bumpers, taillights, trunk lids, license plate holders, 122 million parts. Pull up just a little bit. And headlights. They've got lots of headlights. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
Straight Talk Wireless now has the new iPhone 13 with cinematic mode, which lets you focus on what matters. And with Straight Talk, you can focus on getting the best deal. Our Silver Unlimited plan is just $45 a month for unlimited talk, text, and data. And it runs on the largest, most dependable networks, now with nationwide 5G. With the iPhone 13 on Straight Talk, you can share whatever you want, wherever you want. Straight Talk Wireless. 5G capable device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary. See terms and conditions at straighttalk.com.
Mills International Incorporated, your local Cub Cadet dealer, is ready for summer, and you should be too, with the Cub Cadet XT Enduro Series. These lawn tractors were engineered for strength, comfort, and versatility. Each machine features a strong deck with a variety of sizes available, designed to deliver a premium cut. An assortment of attachments and accessories, sold separately, allow you to use your mower for more than just cutting grass. Stop by Mills International Incorporated today and find out how the Cub Cadet XT Enduro Series is tailored to help unlock all the possibilities of your lawn. Head to your local Cub Cadet dealer, Mills International Incorporated, at 801 South Queen Street for exceptional offers, expert advice, and superior service.
A plan every adult family member should consider is the pre-arranged funeral. It's the worry-saving thing to do for your family. Making pre-arrangements helps to alleviate the additional stress on families family members that can come with arranging a loved one's funeral. Jones Funeral Home's prepaid funeral plan helps remove confusion. They make a practical evaluation of costs possible, and it's the best way to take an unpleasant task off the shoulders of the family. Call Jones Funeral Home at 455-1281.
With locations in Jacksonville, Richland, Swansboro, and Holly Ridge.
When vacationing on our beautiful Crystal Coast, you come for the slower pace, the gentle waves, the salty air, and the quality time with family and friends. So while you enjoy our little piece of paradise, let the Barrow Low Country Kitchen help with meals. We'd love to cater your next family event with one of our Carolina-style seafood boils, enough to feed your entire crew. Or enjoy your meal outside at our pavilion on the waterfront. Come by land or by boat to the Barrow Low Country Kitchen in downtown Swansboro.
When you need comforting, who do you call? An old friend, right? Jacksonville Heating Contractors services the heating and cooling needs of our area with dependable quality train systems, guaranteeing indoor comfort for your home or business. In addition to quality train systems, Jacksonville Heating Contractors offers 24-hour emergency service, NATE certified technicians, and over 50 years of experience and service you can trust. And with a Jacksonville Heating Contractor service agreement, you never pay retail for priority scheduling. Remember, an ounce of prevention is New Bern. You can call Trent Heating and Air Conditioning 252-633-2200. In Morehead City, Sea Air Heating and Cooling 252-247-1122. If you need service or repairs, just call an old friend. Jacksonville Heating Contractors, an independent train dealer. It's hard to stop a train. For deals on train systems and more, visit anoldfriend.com or call 910-347-2843.
Cannonball!
Serving all of Eastern North Carolina's in-ground pool needs, Saltwater Pools is your go-to for summer fun this year. Whether you're in the middle of building your home or just looking to make your existing home into your paradise, Saltwater Pools will work with you to help make that dream a reality. We can specialize your pool to suit your vision of a personal oasis, with lots of options to suit whatever your budget may be, with features such as spillovers, heaters for those cooler months, wireless pump and light controls, animal-friendly features, rock outcroppings, tanning ledges, custom lighting. Call Saltwater Pools of Jacksonville at 910-333-5055 to start working on your backyard getaway. Focus on top quality installation, competitive pricing, and fully satisfying our customer needs. Saltwater Pools is ready to make your life a lot cooler. Call us at 910-333-5055 today, and we'll have you swimming by July.
Get your saltwater pool today. You'll love it.
If your plans include hitting the road this year to do some traveling, make sure a visit to Silent Service Center is on your to-do list. Travel safety starts with the tires on your vehicle, and a visit to Silent Service Center will give you peace of mind with the best value in all name brand tires and the largest selection of used tires in this area. In addition to quality tires, Silent Service Center is a North Carolina inspection station and does service, oil changes, and alignment service. Silent Service Center, 1707 Lejeune Boulevard, Jacksonville, and 108 West Main Street, Havelock. Phone 910-353-4760.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
All right, in about an hour and 10 minutes or so, the doors open at Tideline Marine, 159 Old Bridge Street on the banks of the New River in downtown Jacksonville. Stop by and see Todd today. You know, while the cat's away, the mice will play. George and Elise are out of town. They're picking up a new boat. They'll be back next week with that. Oh, got a brand new boat coming to a store near you. Guess which one? And I'm not going to tell you anything about it yet, but there's going to be some special deals being announced too for August. That begins on Tuesday. So you might want to stop by and have a chat right now with Todd. He's down there. We'll be down there in a little over an hour about what's coming, what special deals there are, and get yourself in line, because there's likely to be a line of people wanting to take advantage of these special deals. While you're there, put your name. We got 3 different pots going on down there. One's for a regular prize. One's for a really special fishing reel and rod combination prize, and one's for you spend $50 in the store and you get to go into the big bucket. That's a huge prize. So come on by, stop by. It doesn't cost you anything except in case you want to enter that $50 purchase thing. That's a special thing.
Nice.
You just, if you got $50, you know how long it takes to get $50 worth of supplies? 2 gallons of oil. Little over a gallon of oil is going to cost you $50 these days.
God,
that's ridiculous. But there's nothing Tideline can do about it. You see the price of gas the other day, $3.59. It came down yesterday to $3.49. So it's getting absolutely asinine out there.
Here we go.
So that's just the way things are, and they can't help it. Tideline Marine, 159 Old Bridge Street on the banks of the New River in downtown Jacksonville. Offshore today, winds out of the southwest, 10 to 15 knot, seas 2 to 3, dominant period 6 seconds, sounds and rivers a moderate chop. Tomorrow, southwesterly winds 10 to 15, increasing to 15 to 20, with gusts up to 25 in the afternoon, seas 3 to 5, dominant period 6 seconds, sounds and rivers a moderate chop, increasing to choppy in the afternoon and on Sunday. Oh my. Southwesterly winds 15 to 20, gusts to 25, diminishing to 10 to 15 in the afternoon. 3 to 5 footers, sounds and rivers choppy. They'll come down in the afternoon and only a moderate chop.
Today, mostly sunny, high of 94, but our heat index value today is as high as 106.
Oh,
that's
goody.
a big old yikes. And gusty.
You
so
lose weight with that, right?
That's like, it'll do a whole lot of things. Tonight, partly cloudy, low of 77. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, high of 92, but that heat index value tomorrow is going to be as high as 103. Still some gusty winds. Tomorrow night, partly cloudy, low of 77. And on Sunday, partly sunny, high of 93, but a 60% chance of rain, and showers and thunderstorms look like they're going to be after 2 p.m.
Okay.
And same for Sunday night.
All right. Now, I can tell you how to stay cool. The first way to stay cool in weather like this is to find yourself a cool guy.
Cool
A cool
guy.
guy?
A cool guy.
Hey, we got one on the phone. Hey, Doug,
right.
how are you?
Well, that's very flattering. Thank you, Rayford.
You're welcome.
It's hard to be this cool and popular. There's a lot of demands. I was going to, this has nothing to do with anything, but you were talking about your energy bill. Do you still have the old style Freon, or do you have that R22 thing?
I don't have the old style, no.
Okay. All right. Because I can't imagine if you have the old style Freon what you're paying today.
Yeah.
You know, I fortunately have the new modernized version, and
So do I.
it's been kept in check, but it would be like getting an old long distance phone bill because it's the useless month.
It's funny you mentioned those phone bills of yesteryear. Oh my God, I was thinking about it. Of all the phone calls we used to make, I would make them after hours. We'd make them after 7 o'clock at night. We would make them. Oh my God! And to get one person to person, remember those? You paid premium, but you didn't want to just call somebody and pay $1 in case they weren't home. Duh. Weird.
I was talking to my 18-year-old son the other day, and he had never heard of Busy Signal in his life. So, what is that? I'm like, you've never heard that? But that's not why I was calling. I wanted to just touch on a couple of things that happened this week. 3 things really quickly. Get your opinions on them. First off, I heard you said they're going after Trump until he decides not to run, which is a nice way to say, oh, he's the victim. But let's not overlook
Oh,
the
I didn't
fact.
say that. I did not say that. I did not say he was the victim. I said they're going after him, trying to do everything they can to make sure that he does not run. Do you disagree with that?
Yes, I do.
Okay, why?
I think he keeps giving them reasons for them to go after him. And if the reason he's given them now is an effort to destroy evidence, then that to me, that one I think was shockingly bad. If he tried to destroy tapes after the tapes were subpoenaed by the grand jury, that's about as cut and dry as it gets.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly when the tapes were subpoenaed. I was trying to do the timeline on that, and forgive me, I'm not defending either way. I just don't know. There was some kind of dispute or disagreement about exactly when these orders that he gave to go take all these tapes and do something with them, whether that was before or after the grand jury or after the subpoenas were issued. I don't know. Just don't know. I got to look it up. I just started on it this morning.
Well, the 2 other things I really wanted to get your opinions on is you guys have oftentimes wondered about the mental health of President Biden. I wanted to see your thoughts about that moment that we witnessed 2 days ago when Mitch froze up.
I
Are
think-
you worried? Does
I
he have the
think-
capacity to serve?
He has a capacity. So.
I am absolutely concerned that he does not, and more of it, I think, physical at this time. You help me out,
Right.
counselor. I think there's a physical disconnect there, right?
I honestly thought it to me almost looked like a type of absence seizure. That's what it looks like.
Okay,
My daughter
so
has
that's
epilepsy,
that's
so
a physical.
yeah, I mean
Okay.
it's
But either way,
Yeah.
it matters not.
To me-
Either
and
way,
the first thing that reminded me of was an absence seizure.
yeah. But either way, I
Yeah.
think he needs to.
Oh, I
call
think
it
he needs
quits.
to resign. I mean, I just and once again it goes back to there should be term limits. President has term limits. Why doesn't Congress have term limits? I think they should.
They do every 2 years in Congress, every 6 years in the Senate.
Yeah, but I mean, that's not term limits.
That's we the people can make that decision.
Yeah, but I think it ought to be like the
I
president
understand. I'm not
mandated.
disagreeing, but there are term limits.
Yeah,
You
his
have-
term does not end till January 2027.
Yeah.
Oh my word!
But with his health, the way it's
He ain't gonna make it.
deteriorated, you know, he fell again 12 days ago, which was not
And
reported.
he was in the hospital.
I know
Well,
that.
the first time he fell, he was in the hospital, but recently, 12 days ago, he fell again, and
Uh-huh.
that was not reported. So he's going downhill.
Well, I will tell you, the Kentucky legislature, the state legislature in Kentucky a couple of years ago, realizing his health and his condition, remember Kentucky, for a red state, has a blue governor, similar to North Carolina. They have a Democrat in office. And they realized that Mitch wasn't doing well. As is the case in most states, the governor can appoint the heir to a dead senator. I mean, I hate to be crass, but that ability goes with. Well, the state legislature in Kentucky changed that, and now the state legislature, not the governor, can appoint a replacement senator, which is them saying, we're worried about Mitch. We're worried that he may die when we have a Democrat in the office. That's why they did that. So I think his health concerns have moved to the point where the state is passing legislation to what happens when he dies.
Yeah, well, the governor can veto that, and then they can go back and try to overturn what the governor says. How far along have they gotten?
Oh, I think it passed a couple of years ago. I think it's
okay.
on the books.
All right. Well,
So people have been worried about his health for a couple of years. But the last thing I wanted your opinion on, and maybe you can ask it to is your guest Donna when she comes up. I thought the most fascinating thing I've read all week long is there is a new community in the town of Gastonia, which I guess is someplace outside of Charlotte.
yes.
And the community is called something like the 1776 community or something like that neighborhood.
Really?
And it's a 55-plus-year-old community. And in order to purchase a home there, you have to sign a pledge promising that 365 days a year you will fly the American flag. I want to see what your thoughts are on that. Would you live in a place that requires you to fly the
Doug.
American flag?
Doug, you know I would not.
I don't know.
Yes, you know I
because
would
of the
not.
requirement.
Yeah,
I don't
either that or I would move in there and that I would do exactly the opposite, take my butt to court, y'all. You can sign it all you want. I may be having a bad day. I may decide to fly the Confederate flag one day or a diver's flag or whatever. Just because.
Yeah. Do you have an HOA where you're at right now?
No.
No. Have you ever lived with an HOA?
Unfortunately, yes.
Yes. I mean, they have bizarre, powers. And I looked it up and said, how is this even legal? Well, if you're having a 55-plus community where they set an age limit as to who can live there, I mean, they get away with a lot of stuff that on the surface doesn't seem like it would be legal.
Okay, Doug, right there in Wilmington, at one time they had an apartment complex. You could not have kids.
Really?
Yep.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Right on Riceville Avenue. Adults only community.
Whoa, what goes on there?
They're all naked.
They just didn't want a bunch of kids around.
They didn't want kids
Okay.
around.
By the way, when you said adults only, this reminded me of another thing, too, that happened this week that no one's talking about. On Wednesday, the Department of Transportation put out a new order that if you're building an airplane, I want to see if you guys can figure this out.
Haven't heard
If
this
you're
one. Go
building a
ahead.
new airplane, you need to make the lavatories big enough did they do that?
Because there's some fat people that fly on airplanes.
Yeah, there's some people. Well, I'm not going to go there.
I know what Doug's thinking.
I know
What do you think it is, Kelly?
Because
You
Doug's
think
got a
it's
dirty
everyone
old
should get
mind. And
You're
apparently
thinking
Kelly
that
does too.
the Mile High Club's what he's talking about.
Yeah, there's some
No,
adventurous
no,
couples that like to assist each other in the restroom.
We ought to talk about that.
Okay, but I have, like I said, airplane bathrooms are gross.
Yeah, they are.
Because you don't, oh my God, I have to really have to go to use an airplane
I'm
bathroom.
sorry. My longest flight, yours is different.
Mine is-
Mine is about 4 hours. I
Mine
don't
is
have a
over
problem.
7. Yeah.
I can do 12 hours.
Yeah.
Well, I had to. I try not to.
Yeah.
You know, I try to wait, but
I
there was
wait,
one time where I just couldn't hold it any
Yeah.
longer, and I went in there, and man, what an experience!
It's so gross.
You're bouncing all over, and
It's just gross.
you're trying to sit where you need to sit, and planes
Because
bouncing,
everybody's
and
just not clean.
and
It's
you just
gross.
like how much of that's going to splash up.
Oh,
and
Doug,
I know, Kelly, I'm with you.
Oh,
Doug,
I just like the flush on an airport toilet. The power of that.
that thing, now that I
It'll
will say, I would
suck
love
you
to have that
in.
in my house, man. That will
Yes.
take you down. Yes.
okay. Now, for all of
How
this,
did we
for
get here?
your issues there, Lee
Yeah.
and
So
Kelly
gross.
and Doug, I just got one word:
I don't even know what you're going to buy.
depends.
Oh, depends.
Oh, yeah, that would work. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that might be
Yeah.
a choice.
The reason for the larger lavatories is so you can assist an elderly person who may need assistance when going.
Well,
to
that
the
makes sense because that actually happened on my flight 2 weeks ago to Dallas. There was a gentleman that got on the plane in Atlanta, and he, from Atlanta to Dallas, and the flight attendant had to assist him because he was put on the plane in a wheelchair, and then they got him to his seat, and then he had almost right when the plane took off, he needed to go to the bathroom, and the flight attendant had to
Depends.
assist him. So yeah, I could see why you would need that. That makes sense. I never thought about that, Doug. But yeah, that makes
I've got
a lot of
one for you,
sense.
Doug.
Oh, no.
Since you're all into pronames and stuff now, because you're a Democrat, what's a pronoun for chocolate?
Oh my Lord.
Chocolate.
Yes. What's the noun for chocolate?
Yummy.
Chocolate is a pronoun for chocolate.
No,
Is that
what
you
is
just said?
what is a pronoun referring to chocolate?
I would think chocolate would be a her.
Her, she.
Oh no! Oh no!
This is such a bad
She
joke.
didn't do
They're
that.
so
It
proud
was your
about this
husband
stuff.
that gave it to me.
Did she
So
just do
gross.
that?
It's so dumb. Yeah, I know.
Her, she.
Doug, I'm sorry.
It's
Yeah.
just bad. That's terrible jokes. Terrible.
Best response, Doug. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doug, I
hope
had
you're
the
listening,
same
Robin.
response. Yeah. Somebody told that to
Always
Robin. It's
laughing,
terrible.
Lee.
He
Yes.
called me and asked me that, and I'm like, what?
Don't
Yeah.
y'all ever get on me about my jokes again, okay?
Well, yours are bad, but this ranks right up there with yours.
No,
So-
this was Skank's mine. okay?
Robin,
Give me a
high
break.
five.
Thank you for that.
Doug, anything else that's
Wait,
viable?
how's Littlefoot?
How's Little Fonda?
Littlefoot, how is he?
He's doing fine. He's got a summer cut now, and doesn't look doesn't look like the same dog. But it would be cruel not to have done that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I know. Absolutely.
All
This
right.
heat, for sure.
Yeah, well, yeah, it is overly hot.
All right, Doug. Thank you, sir.
All
Bye,
right, have a
Doug.
good day.
You too. You're live and local, Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM WSME.
All right, Jacksonville and beyond, it's your friend Rick Dees. Every weekday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., your daily Dees, right here on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
If you love racing, you don't want to miss the All-America Showdown tonight at New River All-America Speedway, 4744 Richlands Highway, Jacksonville. Enjoy all the excitement featuring USAC, Eastern Midgets, and Southern Ground Pounders vintage race cars, plus the hometown heroes and the Swansboro Liquidation Bombers, and the always thrilling Champ Cars also in action. Gates open at 5 p.m., green flag at 8 p.m. Tickets $10 and kids 5 and under free. For more information, visit NewRiverSpeedway.com or call 910-708-0202. Crystal Coast Habitat for Humanity invites you to be part of their third annual casino night on Saturday, August 12th at 34 North in Cedar Point from 5 to 10 p.m. All proceeds will benefit Crystal Coast Habitat for Humanity's vision, a world where everyone has a decent place to live. They look forward to having you out for a lucky night with Casino Night to help support their mission of seeking to put God's love into action. Habitat for Humanity brings people together to build homes, communities, and hope. It's Habitat for Humanity's third annual Casino Night, Saturday, August 12th at 34 North in Cedar Point from 5 to 10 p.m. Come join them for a fun night of gambling, music, food, and prizes. To purchase tickets, visit HabitatCrystalCoast.org. That's HabitatCrystalCoast.org or call 910-250-6052 for more information.
If you love ocean pier fishing, the Seaview Pier Motel and Restaurant located at mile marker 18, North Topsail Beach is the place for you. The Seaview Pier is a family pier complete with bait and tackle shop, rod and reel rentals, and accessories. The restaurant serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner and features a complete menu from burgers to ocean fresh seafood, straight to you from the briny blue. With the Seaview Motel right next door and the most affordable rates on the coast, you can make it a vacation or a weekend of Carolina pier fishing. It's all here, including the fish. The Seaview Pier Motel and Restaurant, mile marker 18, North Topsail Beach, across the bridge, just south from Seas Ferry. To find out what's biting or for motel reservations, call anytime, 910-328-3172.
Hello, shoppers. Preston Taylor at the Piggly Wiggly on the Richlands Highway asks you to donate your gently loved books and help fill more than 75 little free libraries throughout Onslow County. You can drop off your gently used and loved books at the Piggly Wiggly on the Richlands Highway right here in Jacksonville. Remember to take advantage of the following specials as well from the Piggly Wiggly, located on the Richlands Highway in Jacksonville and Main Street in Maysville. Half-cut, boneless ribeye loins, just $11.99 a pound. Value pack, fresh ground round, just $4.79 a pound. Whole boneless pork loin, just $1.59 a pound. Whole bottom round, just $3.59 a pound. How about St. Louis style ribs, just $1.99 a pound. And Springer Mountain Farms jumbo fire wings are just $2.29 a pound. And remember, the beef and pork is cut fresh every day by the butchers at your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store, and they use only the finest and certified Angus beef and Sanderson's Farm chicken. Over in produce, 2 pints of Ruby Grape tomatoes. You get 2 pints for $4. 3-pack Cello romaine hearts. You get 2 3-packs for just $5. How about sweet and juicy Eastern peaches, just $1.99 a pound. Tropical jumbo mangoes, just 99 cents each. North Carolina grown yellow or zucchini squash is only $1.99 a pound. And sweet Northwestern cherries, $2.99 a pound. And tart California lemons, just 59 cents each. Remember to donate your gently loved books and help fill more than 75 little free libraries throughout Onslow County. You can drop your books off at the Piggly Wiggly on the Richlands Highway right here in Jacksonville. And you get 2 2-liter Cokes or Sprites for $4. That's your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store where good things cost less. Down home, down the street, the Richlands Highway, Jacksonville, and Main Street in Maysville. Remember, say big with the pig.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
And we're back. I told you it was open mic Friday, right? Come on, y'all. Doug took advantage of it. So y'all jump on board if you want to. You got a topic you want to talk about, something we've been talking about for the past week or so. Bring it on. Something Doug talks about. Be careful.
We traveled on that one, didn't we?
Well, I got a story good. We got some money.
I saw the scope there a little bit.
It's Tim.
Uh-oh.
I think. Yeah. No.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Here we go. It's got to be the one, the only. That's your cue, Tim.
Yeah, the donkey man or the jackass kid, whichever how old you are when you say it, I guess. I mean, I had an old elderly gentleman call this and say, well, I'm older than you are, so I guess you're the jackass kid. Okay. Whatever it is. But I want to commend Doug if he's listening. This is the first time that I have ever heard Doug call and he actually made sense the whole program.
Well, you've missed some of his calls.
I was shocked. I didn't miss. Yeah, but he wasn't. I agree with him on Mitch McConnell. My God, he should have been gone a long time ago. But yeah, and I get enjoyment out of listening to Doug, even when I don't agree with him, because he stirs a lot of people up.
He does.
He really does. And it tickles me. And if I didn't know any better, I'd swear that he'd make me mad as a wet set hen, but I laugh at it.
Yeah.
And because I know the other listeners out there is just really stomping their feet, beating on the dash.
Yep.
And I'm laughing about it. And I would love to get together with Doug one time and just stand on stage and do a skit.
Oh, my Lord.
Sit down and write it out. And I would love to do it because he's so proper in his talking. And
All right.
me, I'm the country, I'm kin to myself. So
Here's what I would suggest if the two of you get on stage. Okay, do it like they do the political forums when they, the debates. Be sure you're not real close to him, because when the tomatoes start flying, you don't want to be collateral damage.
You're right. But, I just want to call in and say I enjoyed the shows this week. I enjoyed the commissioners coming on and doing it. And I didn't call in because they answered every question I had. And I didn't have the 3, but they answered a lot of questions. I commend them and how they've done. I commend y'all for on, and I'm hoping, and I am hoping a whole lot that we can get something resolved over all this county business, somewhere, shape, or form. Because I did tell one of the county commissioners, I said, if Sheriff Griffin resigns and then turns around and wants to sue this county, I'll be the first one to stand beside her and say, "Go for it, girl." If she's got enough.
I agree with that.
If it comes to that, and I'm hoping it won't come to that, but if it did, over what I think is one of the main problems, I would just egg her on, and I'm gonna miss her. I really am. I think, and I agree with y'all. I think she's one of the greatest county managers we have had in a long time. I ain't knocking the rest of them, all but Frank Clifton. I didn't like him. He was about as sorry as the day is long as June. And I just, man, I won't get into him, but I really wanted to say thank you. And as far as Lee, what you were talking about, chocolate, I put down for chocolate. I love you to death. And I came up with something else. And what you would think, it rhymes with shore and it rhymes with sleigh. So we won't call it that, but I was thinking about you. And so you can figure that one out.
You said shore and play.
Rhymes with shore and sleigh. Put them together. And that's what I thought about.
I think I just had to tell her what it was.
He just had to tell me, because I was like, "What?"
Yeah, the light came on, didn't it, sweetheart?
Yeah, it did.
You ain't postal workers are a little slow when you get older. I tell you. But I
Well, they've had to walk a lot, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. They had to walk a lot. Had to think on their feet. She's sitting down.
They had to fight dogs and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, had to fight dogs. Had
to be very athletic.
Why do dogs not like male men?
I don't know what it is, but
maybe they just want to play.
For some reason, they just don't.
Get out of your vehicle
Except-
and walk about 500 yards to a door, and a German Shepherd comes from around behind the house and has nothing on its mind but taking a chunk of you.
I love German Shepherds.
Sure.
But
My
our
daddy
three,
said they didn't like appliance technicians either. that was, he had a bottle.
the 3
I
dogs
licked the
here
bottle with
just
straight
go.
ammonia in it.
They jump up and down when the mailman comes to the door.
Or the UPS man.
They
FedEx.
have a great time with him, though.
Yes.
Their tails are wagging. They want to go
Well,
out.
yours
and
are
see-
friendly. They
kiss
love
it.
everybody.
They really do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had to investigate so many dog bites, when
Oh.
I went into management, and
I don't doubt it a bit.
terrified the
But it
carriers.
gets, if you looked on my Facebook page, I probably didn't see what I'm hauling this morning.
Oh, let me look. Hold
Let me
on.
look.
What
She's
you
a
got?
big girl.
She's a big girl.
I have a 60,000 pound haul truck on my donkey wagon back there, and
What kind of
and I'm
truck?
bringing it up here to Greenville. It's called a haul truck, off-road haul truck. It has
The
6
big old
wheels on it,
tires?
very heavy. Yeah, great big old tires.
I know what they are.
Transmission, but
Oh,
It's got forward in it, but it didn't have reverse. We had a good time getting it on. We really did. We're going to have a great time getting it on.
It's got
There's
forward on it,
nothing
but
showing, Tim. There's no
It's
picture.
got one forward, no reverse, and we had to drive it on there, and we had to help pull it on her, so that was flipping.
Hey, the only thing I'm getting right now is
we
the guy
gotta
running
snatch
from
it
the
off.
donkey.
That donkey looks amazing.
Yeah.
That's
So
funny.
we just having a good time this morning, and when you haul something like this, and I'm weighing about 125,000 pounds,
wow.
and you got to watch everything,
You
and
do.
it's the day, it's the night. But I will tell you this: I know drug people that on drugs take dope to get high. People who drink alcohol get high, and I have to say, it might be something wrong, but I get high doing this. I get a natural high. I enjoy it. Makes your butthole pucker where you can't even get a number 2 lead pencil in. But I'm careful, and it's scary and it's exciting. I mean, I like doing semi-dangerous stuff because I ain't jumping out of an airplane. I can tell you that right now.
I want this
Or
donkey.
nothing like that. But yeah, I enjoy this.
Hold on, Tim. I got a question. So we're watching this donkey video you posted. Why on some of the frames do they have his little head covered?
Yeah, it's got his eyes
I
covered.
I didn't post that.
Yes, it's on your page.
It's on your page.
I
Oh
know it's
no,
on my
somebody
page, but
posted
I-
it to your
I-
page.
But why is
Oh,
why do they do that? What's the point of that?
What, putting the thing over their face?
Yeah, where they can't. It's like they can't
Yes, sir.
see.
Yeah, they can. It's called a fly sheet. A lot of people do that,
Oh.
especially in the summertime. Keep the flies off their face. I don't do that. I got a concoction. I make my own fly spray, so I go out there and I put it on a rag, and I just wipe their face with it. But yeah, they can see.
Okay, because it looks
they
like he
see
can't
right
see or
through it.
breathe. Okay. Well, now
No,
I
they
want a
can see.
donkey too.
I'd love to have this little donkey.
Yeah, he's cute.
Oh yeah, they're
He's what, the
cute.
size of a
They're sweet.
beach ball?
He's playing with a
He's the
beach ball.
size of
yeah.
my.
Look
He's
at
the
him.
my
size
dog.
of a beach
Yeah, the
ball.
little guy with the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, they trained him to do that, and he's not. Somebody has handled him since birth, so he really don't even know he's a donkey. He thinks he's a dog.
I agree. He thinks he's a
And
dog.
he'll act like a dog because they have played with him, and he
like
probably has a dog as a best friend.
Yep.
I mean, a lot of them do. They'll take up donkeys are protectors anyway, and he'll probably think he's protecting the dog. They'll handle the dog, and it's just like chickens. They'll buddy up with him. Donkeys will buddy up with about anything.
Yeah.
Well, I want a donkey
That's
too.
kind of like when we got
They protect
Shockwave. Shockwave was trained by Evinrude, the cat.
Mhm.
And Evinrude was protecting Shockwave. Shockwave would go outside
Mhm.
as a little tiny puppy. There's Evinrude right
Yeah.
there standing guard.
Was he?
He looked
Oh,
like one
yeah.
of those mama geese
Uh-huh.
alongside the road.
Yeah.
Oh,
And they'll do that.
That's good, though.
You get animals that will do that. You got animals that will just tear each other apart. I got a cat in the house. I hate her. She's a hussy. My daughter left her there, and she's choir. She's aggravating. She meets me every morning at 4:30. I got to give her them treats. If I don't, she doesn't meow. She screams. And I give them to her, and I don't. Me and my wife had food. She was getting fat. I said, what in the world? And my wife said, well, she and when I get up and go in the kitchen, she's got to have them treats. I
It's
said,
the
well, honey, I
treats.
give her about 5 treats every morning. Well, I've been giving her about 5. And when we come home from work, she's standing right there at the treat box. And I give her a couple just to shut her up. But if her
Duct tape
water
works.
is at a certain level in her water tank,
Oh, yeah.
she'll come and get you.
Yep.
You got to go.
Yep.
I love it.
You got one of those
That's
too.
a smart cat.
That's the reason we got that fountain out there.
Well, y'all be good.
All
Have
right.
a great weekend.
Yep, you too.
Enjoy y'all. You
Bye,
know I
Tim.
love y'all to pieces,
Yep.
and then we will holler at you later.
See you
You got
later.
it.
Hi.
You're live and local, Real Talk. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail area's only local newspaper in print? Started a little over a year ago, we now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date night? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, your trusted local carrier indoor weather team, serving all of your heating and air conditioning needs since 1967. Now offers residential and commercial duct and dryer vent cleaning, and now offers expert residential and commercial plumbing service. In case of a power outage due to a storm or for any other reason, be prepared with a Generac generator for your home or business. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning has Generac generators in stock, ready to install today. Remember, better breathing comes with cleaner air. Let Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning improve the air quality in your home or business with professional air duct cleaning. As always, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning is available 24/7 for all your heating, cooling, and plumbing emergency needs. Turn to the carrier experts, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, with locations in Jacksonville and Hampstead. Visit online, humphreyheating.com. And follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning since 1967. Relax. We're on the way.
If you're a biker or motorcycle enthusiast and love the mountains of North Carolina, then the Clarkton Motel in beautiful Maggie Valley, North Carolina, in the heart of the Great Smoky Mountains, is the place for you. You see, the Clarkton Motel is biker-owned and offers bike tours through some of the most beautiful and breathtaking scenery in the world. While visiting, you may want to visit the Wheels Through Time Museum. Wheels Through Time is home to the world's premier collection of rare American vintage motorcycles and houses over 300 of America's rarest and most historic classic motorcycles, including the likes of Harley-Davidson, Indian, Excelsior, Henderson, and many more. Kitchens and king and queen size beds are Sunday through Thursday discounts. That's the Clarkton Motel, 1527 Soco Road, Maggie Valley, North Carolina. For reservations, phone 1-800-787-6998. Visit www.motorcyclefriendlymotel.com.
This is Bill from Bill Cycle Salvage in Jacksonville, North Carolina, and I approve this message.
Serving our area for over 40 years now, did you know Flatwoods Outfitters is Onslow County's oldest firearm dealer? Whether you want to purchase a rifle or shotgun for hunting or competition, or a handgun for personal security, Flatwoods Outfitters is our area's most complete firearm facility. Flatwoods Outfitters features a great selection of name brand long guns, shotguns, and handguns to choose from, and offers Onslow County's only outdoor range to practice and learn how to safely operate your firearm, which Flatwoods Outfitters highly recommend. The range is now open Monday through Saturday from 9 to 6 p.m. and 12 to 4 on Sundays to practice and sight in your scope. Flatwoods Outfitters, Onslow County's oldest firearm facility, 111 Second Amendment Lane, just off Highway 24 between Jacksonville and Swansboro in Hubert.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
It's live and local real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
All right, we're back here for a couple of minutes before we got to take a Fox News break. So, cool. Did you see the White House press secretary yesterday, Karine Jean-Pierre?
Try not to.
Yesterday, she just dismissed the possibility of President Biden issuing a pardon for son Hunter, who's facing ongoing legal problems related to a federal investigation, as well as to 2 counts of willful failure to pay federal income tax. Her response was a terse, nope.
Yeah, I'll believe that when I see it.
Mm-hmm. Well, how's she going to speak for the president?
Yeah.
We got moving microphones here, but anyway, we'll fix it. Hunter, according to her daddy, let's see what she said, your daddy's appointed press secretary. You're on your own if a judge actually sentences you to jail. That ain't going to happen. That ain't going to happen. First of all, Hunter Biden Sr. probably is not going to be making it through the next term.
Mm-hmm.
Do we kind of understand that? I don't think he can be reelected. Even if he continues to acknowledge that he's going to run and actually does run, I just don't see that happening. So at the end of his term, he's going to pardon and provide immunity to Hunter for anything he's ever done or would ever have done. that's the way that
I just
works.
feel like I don't like that because I feel like that leads a person to believe you can just go do whatever you want and never get in trouble
It's
for
a
it.
standard procedure
Yeah.
for outgoing politicians. Trump did it. Everybody's done it. So that's the way all that kind of garbage goes. And no, I disagree with it totally. Governors do it. Presidents do it. Everybody does it. So that's the way that works. Here's a little buddy. Shockwave. Good boy. All right, let's go ahead and take a Fox News break. We'll be back on the other side, and I'm going to try to secure these microphones so they don't float
they're rolling
around the
around.
newsroom. You're live and local, Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM WSME. We'll be right back.
WSME, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville.
Fox News. I'm Chris Foster. Former President Trump has 3 new charges against him and a new co-defendant in the case over classified documents at his home in Florida.
He's now formally accused of asking a Mar-a-Lago staff member to erase camera footage in an attempt to obstruct the probe into classified documents that wound up at the Palm Beach resort. Carlos de Olivero becomes the 3rd man named in the indictment. He's charged with making false statements in an interview with the FBI.
Fox's Colonel Scott. School shooter's diary entries and videos about his plans are evidence at his sentencing hearing.
Ethan Crumbley was 15 when he opened fire in 2021 at Oxford High School, killing 4 classmates and injuring 7 others, prompting the so-called Miller hearing that was mandated after a U.S. Supreme Court ruling that prevents automatic life sentences for minors.
Fox's Jeff Manasso. America's listening to Fox News.
Freedom 97.1.
WSME.
It's live and local. Real Talk.
Hey, we're back. You're live and local Real Talk, just as the man said right there. And a couple things here. Chris Hollywood Man and the Freedom Prize Patrol will be broadcasting live at the Jacksonville High School Booster Club Cardinal Night tonight from 4 o'clock until 6 o'clock. It's going to be at the Rustic Barn. That's on the Gum Branch Road, right here in Jayville. It all starts at 6 p.m. Our live broadcast is at 4. Starts at 6 p.m. with dinner. Prizes include a golf cart. Bless you.
Thank you.
Prizes include a golf cart from Swing In Things, a $5,000 gift certificate from Armstrong Tent Dentistry. Oh, I know that place.
That's where I go.
Oh, yeah.
So you and I both go. Yeah.
A $5,000 gift certificate. Wow, cool. I could use that.
That's my
A
dentist.
photo shoot from Shapiro Productions. Tickets, $100, includes dinner for 2. You can call today if you want to. Tickets are, get them while they last, but don't wait too long. Melissa Rose at 910-548-8928 or Junior Jones at 910-548-5588. Now, I know those are confusing. 910-548. Those are the prefixes for the 2 numbers. One of them, 8928. The other, 5588. Got it?
Got it.
Do it. And Lee's going to probably run by up there this afternoon, say, hey, y'all.
Yeah.
And
4 to 6.
if I've got a chance, I'll do the same thing. But anyway, listen live this afternoon for the Freedom Prize Patrol featuring Chris Hollywood Man live at the Jacksonville High School Booster Club Cardinal Night tonight. Okay, the dinner starts at 6 o'clock, but our live broadcast begins at 4. So you can listen to that and get yourself all dressed up and get on out there. You can go out there and wear red. I know that.
It's Red Friday.
Cardinal, and it's Cardinals.
That's right.
It's a Cardinal Booster Club.
That's right. Go
So
Cardinals.
show your colors, y'all.
Now, speaking of Red Friday, we're all wearing our brand new shirts
Let's
today.
talk about them.
They're red. They look orange on screen, but they're red.
They're on some screens that look orange.
Yes.
Ours, they look orange, but they're red.
They're
Trust
red.
me, they're fire engine red.
We have new logos on them
Mm-hmm.
to promote our show,
Yep.
which is on
and
and
WSME.
WSME,
Yep.
right? And to promote the radio station.
There you go.
So
We're all a team here.
that's right.
So we've got a 2-hour segment. Don't forget there's Sports Talk with a little live segment on every Friday. They're on today too.
Yes,
You've got the information
and
about
the
that.
general manager of the Jacksonville, the owner of the Jacksonville Ospreys, Mr. Patino, is going to be on there with the new general manager, Dylan Hughes. And guess what? Breaking on Sports Talk this morning, is going to be the new logo for the Jacksonville Ospreys.
Hot damn.
They're going to break it on Sports Talk this morning.
Good.
So,
No, we'll have it next week too.
yes.
We're going to have him on
Week
next
after
week.
next, we're
Week
going to
after
have
next.
him and the general manager on.
Excellent. So,
So-
looking forward to that.
Yes,
so,
yes.
But you can stay tuned today at 9:00 for that. Right after us in about an hour. There will be Sports Talk.
Right. And we want to give a shout out to Pro Images. They're the
Yes.
ones that made our shirts for us. They do all the work for WSME.
Yep.
They did an excellent job.
Embroidered. If you've got, I mean, if
Beautiful.
you want something that's cool, this
Yes.
is cool. This is a
Mhm.
cool look.
Nice
cool job.
shirts. They did a great job embroidering it and worked with us on
And it's not scratchy on the
That's
inside.
right.
Like
How
sometimes
I
you do
know,
something
some
embroidered,
of
it'll
you got-
scratch your skin off. Yeah. No, this is not scratchy at all.
No, these are professionally made. They did a fantastic job.
Yep.
Because I'll complain if it's scratchy, so and it feels fine.
You
So
complain
that's-
for everything,
I
don't
do
you?
not.
Pro-
I'm
Tell me
selective
something you
in my
don't complain
complaints.
about.
A whole bunch of things.
You complain about Robin all the time.
I do not complain about Robin.
You don't complain about
Yeah,
Name
like
one-
his jokes.
His jokes are dumb.
So that's a complaint. And how about that alpaca thing? You complain about that. He's not letting you have one.
No,
And,
he's.
and then there's the canopy for the
Oh, I'm
lawnmower.
past the canopy
And then
thing.
there's the air conditioner for the lawnmower.
That I'm still working on. The alpaca, I will have that alpaca. Don't you worry about that. I will have it. Mark my words.
I think you just need to
Kelly
get a
always
goat. You
ends
won't
up
need,
getting what she wants.
get yourself a goat. You won't need the lawnmower.
I've been asking for that for a
And
long time.
curried goat
He
is
tells me no.
delicious.
No, we don't eat our pets.
That's not a pet. That's
I would have. He would
that's-
have a name if it comes to the Knapp household. It's going to be named. I've
Yum.
even named the wild rabbits that come in my yard to eat my flowers.
I can see
They
that
have
goat now.
names.
I call them Yum Yum.
I can see that goat now up on the deck
Mm-hmm.
with his head in Robin's man cave,
Uh-huh.
popping open a beer. I can see it now.
Getting in the
Robin
hot
would
tub.
freak. Yeah.
Yeah, he'd go in the hot tub. Any animal in my yard gets named.
If you've been to Memphis on Beale Street, I mean, that is the place,
Mhm.
right? In
Yeah.
Memphis. There's a place called Silky's. Silky's is known for 2 goats that they have in a cage there.
Oh, I don't want him to be in a cage.
Oh, you buy them a bottle of beer, put it through the cage, and they will hold it up and drink it.
That's cruel, but okay.
No, it's not cruel.
I think it is, but okay.
Peter came down one time to chastise them.
Peter.
And then they said, oh, well, I'll tell you what, right up there at that hotel where they got all them ducks that they walk down to keep on the top of the roof, and they bring them down, they march them across the red carpet every day. You've heard of that hotel, right?
No,
What?
no. In Memphis?
In Memphis.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, it's there. Trying to think of the name of the hotel.
So
but
what is the point of that?
they just bring them down. They've got a duck wrangler.
Mhm.
He's dressed in a tuxedo. And every day at a certain time,
Mhm.
they open the elevator, and out come the ducks following him on the red carpet over to the big fountain, the hotel room area there, right? On
Okay.
the first floor.
Yeah.
And they all get in and take a swim. He blows the whistle when it's time to get out, and they all get out, and they follow him back to the elevator, and they get aboard the elevator and go to the roof, and they stay there.
Why'd they stay on the roof? Just
Because they
safe?
got pens and food up there.
Okay. I don't like that either. But okay.
My goodness
No.
gracious. Oh, what's the name of that hotel there? It's a
I
famous
never
hotel.
heard
I've
of
been
it.
there twice.
I didn't even know that was a
I
thing.
don't know. Every conversation this morning has gotten crazy.
Well, I've got an even crazier one. It will actually make you mad. It took place in Connecticut at the beginning of this month. A little 8-year-old boy has hearing loss and he has to wear hearing aids.
Yeah.
He went to Target with his dad, and 3 men approached them claiming they worked with Mr. Beast. And we know he's North Carolina guy that does a lot of charity, philanthropist work. He gives away a lot of money and
Uh-huh.
stuff. And they said, we're going to do a quote,
I need to meet him.
shopping cart challenge. And they would be blindfolded, and within 30 seconds, whatever we could put in the cart, they would pay for. And see, Mr. Beast, if you watch some of his YouTube videos, often does challenges where he gives away free stuff. So, and this little boy apparently was a huge Mr. Beast fan. So he was very excited. The dad and the little boy put on the blindfolds and they started filling up their cart. Then the dad's father heard him running away and got suspicious. And he said, what got him upset was the shopping cart challenge was actually a prank. And they were not affiliated with Mr. Beast. It just broke this little boy's heart. But what made the father so upset was when he started talking to them, the little boy leaned in and said he couldn't hear him because he has to wear hearing aids. And they said, that's why we are choosing you for this challenge, because of your hearing loss.
These scums.
They are scum. And they, and
Have
so
they found them?
No.
There's got to
But
be video.
There's probably video, but Target, so the dad posted about it on Facebook, and there's a video. And because he said, look, he said, I can't let this go because they targeted my son because he has special needs. Target gave, the Commission for the Persons with Disabilities in the town of Southington, Connecticut, that's where it took place, gave that little kid a $200 gift card, and Target matched it.
Good.
And a little boy, because Target's like, this is a bunch of crap, and it is. So he got him like some little water balloons, Nerf guns, like little boy stuff.
Yeah.
And one, I'd like to find the scum.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Rayford, we should just go on a mission, because this is just wrong.
I've got the mask. I got the
But
right
two,
mask for
it's
it.
very sad. It's just cruel. It's sad. And I personally hope that Mr. Beast hears about this, because this boy is
Put out a
huge-
reward, Mr.
and come
Beast.
and help and come meet this little boy, because he loves Mr. Beast.
Never
Mr.
heard
Beast
of
lives in
Mr.
Greenville.
Beast, by
He
the
lives
way.
in Greenville.
I've never heard of it. What is
Oh
it?
yeah, he's very wealthy. He does a lot of challenges.
Well,
and
Mr. Beast, I need a new motor.
Well, he just bought a couple of houses in a neighborhood,
It's a
in
lot
his
cheaper than that.
neighborhood, for his employees to live in.
Wow.
Yeah, but he does a lot of challenges. He does a lot of
I need to go see him.
philanthropy work. He gives away a lot of money.
You need to marry.
Very popular.
I'm looking him up now.
He's young.
And his address.
He's young. Yeah,
Look at him up.
he's like in his 30s.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
he's
he's
I can
way
adopt
too
him.
young for me.
Yeah.
You can adopt him.
I could adopt him.
There you go.
yes, that would
Adopt him,
be
yeah.
good.
But he's very well known, and he
I need a new
has a
pool boy.
huge following.
You got to get a
You need
pool,
a
though, don't
pool.
you?
Yes, true.
You can't have a pool boy if you don't have a pool. Like,
It's like somebody asked me yesterday, why are you doing your own yard work? And I said, well, the yard boy got drowned by the pool boy. I think there was a little bit of jealousy going on there. So I'm doing my own yard work. And they were like, what? And I was like, never mind.
Rayford, I got a story I do think you'll like, though.
Okay.
The federal government came out in federal court in New Bern. The U.S. Attorney's Office just announced that the founder of a white supremacist gang from Sneeds Ferry
We got that. We ran that one this week.
sentenced to 25 years in prison.
Yep. Yeah, we ran that one
With his
yesterday,
little
I think.
tattoos and all. I'm loving it.
Goodbye.
Loving it. Yep.
And you should fit right in up there.
Oh, they're gonna love
with
him.
some of the bubbas.
They're gonna love him.
Yeah, see, the county sent out that news story yesterday too by text message. Oh, and by the way, if you haven't seen it, the county did put
They did,
out
I saw
a
it,
nice
And
story
as did WITN after they got the release.
on Senator Mills. Yes.
All right,
So
Rayford, I got a question for you.
The answer is 7 if you ask the right question.
Lord,
Is
we need help
nudity
today.
considered pornography?
Is what?
Nudity considered pornography?
No, it's not.
No, depends on how it's displayed. In my
So,
opinion.
a Fall River, Massachusetts police officer earlier this week, he's now facing one count of possessing child porn because,
Child porn is different.
well, let me tell you what this is, and then you tell me what you think. It's a partially nude photo that his 17-year-old girlfriend sent him. He's 38. He's a police officer.
She's 17.
She's 17, but the age of consent in Massachusetts, they're saying is 16.
16.
So she basically, I think she took a picture of her boobs. Is what I think happened, and she sent it to him. They're dating, and how this came about
17
was,
and 38?
that's what I say.
He should have known
The
better.
therapist in me is, I have issues with any of this,
The
but
man in me says don't.
his attorney has filed a motion to dismiss. So August 24th is a hearing for that. Yeah, it was a picture of her breast to his client. So the district attorney said they're not dismissing the case, but they may have to if the judge says. So when he was arraigned, the DA wanted him to not have no contact with the woman, and judge denied it.
No,
Said-
if at the age of consent is 16,
Yeah.
there's nothing the law can
Yeah.
do. And no, that is not pornography.
And the teenager's father wanted a restraining order, and the judge said, nope, can't have that either. Denied that too. How this even came about was he got arraigned June 30th. Not for the, he's never been charged with having sex with her, which apparently he has. They're saying the age of consent
Doesn't
is
matter.
16, but he was.
It's ridiculous, but it
they're
doesn't
saying
matter.
it's against the law to possess pornographic images of a person younger than 18.
Says
but
who?
According to them, it's law there. But his attorneys are arguing, then why wasn't she charged with disseminating? Because she sent him the picture. She took the picture of herself and sent it to him. And they're like, well, she hasn't been charged. And what happened was this whole thing sparked by a confrontation by a neighbor of the girl. For whatever reason, he drove her home from wherever, but he parked in a neighbor's driveway. I don't know why, but maybe because he's not allowed to park in her driveway. I don't know.
The cop.
The cop did.
Okay.
The neighbor comes out and confronts him for, I guess, being in their driveway.
Okay, I understand that.
Cops get called, but the neighbor was arrested. I don't know what the neighbor must have threatened. I don't know what the
Maybe
neighbor
it's a threat or
doesn't
something.
say. So then the police started investigating his relationship with her, and they found the photo of the girl in his phone.
Why did they even have probable
Yeah,
cause
why
to
are they
look at the
looking at
phone?
his
I agree, because they're saying because she's 17, but I think this is, yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
He's standing. Oh my God! Talk about suits.
That's what I could. That's what I was
Oh, my
thinking. Like
Lord
this
of
guy's
mercy.
gonna own that town.
Yeah.
Like,
he can be the police chief shortly.
and what I found interesting was, well, it is Massachusetts, so they do a lot of wacky things. But the Supreme Judicial Court there in the past has overturned child porn convictions. Apparently, in the early 2000s, a 40-year-old photography student took photos of a 15-year-old girl with her breasts exposed. He was convicted.
Yeah.
They overturned it, and they said he had no lascivious,
Ulterior
intent,
motives
and they
or
were
anything.
neither obscene nor pornographic.
Right.
Yeah, because it wasn't like
There is that.
Yeah.
In the art world, there is
Yeah.
that.
Correct.
There is a.
Yeah.
But
But this cop is going to own that. He's going to own that town.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'd like to know what the neighbor. I'm just because I'm curious. I'd like to know what the neighbor got charged with. I mean, what
Probably
they did. They
disorderly
threatening
conduct
him,
or whatever. Yeah.
we do have a Jaded Paws rescue here in Jacksonville. They are having an issue because they've had to close the doors temporarily, and they give away a lot of. They have a pet food pantry.
Mm-hmm.
They give away a lot of food for free to people that are in need that can't afford to feed their pets.
Uh-huh.
They've been here in town for over 10 years. I know who they are. Well, apparently a truck in the middle of this month ran into the side of the building
Oh.
and did some damage. And
Really?
originally the city was going to condemn it, but now they're saying we're not going to condemn your building, but you cannot open until it's fixed. And they're saying it could take months. So they're seeking, they're like, with us being closed, no food's coming in, no money's coming in, the donors are not coming in because we're not open. So they're looking for a place to have a temporary building till they can repair theirs. And
We've got plenty of buildings in this town.
that's what
that are
I say.
vacant.
There's not somebody to help Jaded Paws out, because they said that somebody called. This breaks my heart. I'd love to know who this person was. Somebody called and said, I just need a bag of dog food. I just need a scoop, even a can. My pet hasn't eaten in 2 or 3 days.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh my God. Like, y'all, we've got to do
Call
something.
us. We'll take care of it.
Yes. Somebody knows Jaded Paws. Let me know. I will buy these people some dog food.
Take it to them.
Yeah, because this is this hurts my soul. They do have a GoFundMe page apparently trying to raise some, but they just need a temporary building. They're looking for one.
Now, spell the
Come on,
name of that
realtors.
company.
It's Jaded, Jaded Paws.
PAWS.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah, I think
folks.
I shared the story on our Facebook page
Yeah.
earlier in the week.
So we got y'all, our listeners. We have got to help feed these pets.
Yeah.
I just can't believe that people's pets are going without food.
There
I'm-
is some
oh my
business
God, it
here
hurts.
that they can't open. They're not open. They're
Yeah.
temporarily closed or whatever. There's a vacant building somewhere
that they can go in
that can
temporarily.
get in there temporarily.
And then they need the donations of the pet food, which y'all, we can't have people's pets hungry. Just
No.
like we can't have people's
People
children
hungry.
hungry. Like we need to donate to Chew.
Chew.
Like there's a lot of things we need to donate. There's so many of us that are fortunate that we can do this stuff. It don't take a lot. We just have, I can't
does
have
not.
hungry kids, pets, people. I just can't.
No.
So we got to do something. I don't know
if
what
you,
we
if
got
you
to
got
do.
something to offer, call
Yeah,
us.
yeah,
And we
and
will
we'll
make
figure it
sure
out.
it gets to the
Yes.
right people. 910-333-0139. We'll take a break. Back on the other side after weather. You're live and local Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
Casey Kasem has unlocked the American Top 40 Vaults and is replaying original shows from the 70s. This week, Casey takes you back to July 31st, 1971. That's when Tommy James was dragging the line. CCR picked up a sweet hitchhiker. Dawn walked through the summer sand. And the Rolling Stones rode their wild horses. You'll hear all the top 40 hits from July 31st, 1971, right here on American Top 40, the 70s.
Check out Casey Saturday mornings 8 to 11 on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME. Mohawk All Pet Protection and Warranty is the only copper protection and warranty for all pets, all accidents, all the time. Because your pets are family members too. No matter how you live, we've got you covered. Soft, luxurious, smart strand, forever clean carpet. Gorgeous, durable, solid tech luxury vinyl tile. Mohawk has the ultimate floor for every room in your home. It's suitable for all pets. For details, contact Watkins Floor Covering online at watkinsnewfloor.com. Watkins Floor Covering, thanking you for voting the best of the best for 2022 in the flooring, covering, and carpet cleaning category. Watkins Floor Covering. They're more than just floors. It's custom showers, custom tubs, carpet cleaning, backsplashes, bathrooms, commercial, retail, and home flooring too. Watkins Floor Covering. Family owned and operated since 1997 with locations in Jacksonville and Surf City. Watkins Floor Covering. You stand on it. We stand behind it.
The Borough Restaurant and Bar in Swansboro is hiring. We're currently looking for experienced line cooks and expos. If you're hardworking, reliable, professional, and have a desire to always strive for better, we want to talk to you. The Borough is open 7 days a week. Stop by for an application. Our sister restaurant, Il Cino Italiano, is also hiring line cooks, expos, and bartenders. Make great money and be a part of an outstanding, dedicated team. The Borough Restaurant on Front Street and Il Cino Italiano on West Corbett Avenue, both in Swansboro.
Ronnie Watson and Steve Madden, they came by ferry or private boat because there was no bridge. Ronnie Watson became mayor, and since that beginning, the Emerald Isle and Atlantic Beach area has continued to grow and is one of the top family beaches on the East Coast. In 1978, Ronnie and Steve formed Watson Matthews Real Estate and joined the residential development of Emerald Isle. They were the developers of several residential subdivisions, including Land's End, Emerald Plantation, and played a part in the development of Emerald Landing, Royal Oaks, Dauphin Ridge, and several others. Ronnie and Steve realized that the spectacular growth would not have been possible without the community, military families, and neighbors. Watson Matthews Real Estate, serving Emerald Isle and the Atlantic Beach area since 1978. Phone 252-354-2872. Online at watsonmatthews.com.
Attention property owners, are you fed up with bad tenants, under market rents, and late payments? At Fountain Management, we provide unrivaled levels of expertise and all the tools and services you need to make owning a rental property easy and profitable. Are you ready to talk about taking the management of your real estate investment to the next level? Well, contact us today. Fountain Management, 910-455-1609. We will make owning your rental property simple and rewarding.
Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing specializes in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting. In fact, they paint most anything except cars, including homes, businesses, apartment complexes, decks, and they do minor repairs, wood repairs, pressure washing, waterproofing, and more, including storm repair and cleanup. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing, fully licensed, insured, and locally owned and operated by Roger Carroll Jr. References available and customer satisfaction is always guaranteed. So if you want a painted, maintained, power washed, or need a new roof, call Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Washing at 910-939-0749 or visit southerntouchpaintingnc.com. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing salutes our troops and is proud to be part of the continued growth of Onslow and surrounding counties.
Serving our area for over 40 years now, did you know Flatwoods Outfitters is Onslow County's oldest firearm dealer? Whether you want to purchase a rifle or shotgun for personal security, Flatwoods Outfitters is complete firearm facility. Flatwoods Outfitters features a great selection of name brand long guns, shotguns, and handguns to choose from, and offers Onslow County's only outdoor range to practice and learn how to safely operate your firearm, which Flatwoods Outfitters highly recommends. The range is now open Monday through Saturday from 9 to 6 p.m. and 12 to 4 on Sundays to practice and sight in your scope. Flatwoods Outfitters, Onslow County's oldest firearm facility, 111 Second Amendment Lane, just off Highway 24 between Jacksonville and Swansboro and Hubert.
It's live and local real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
On your mark. Get ready. Get set. You may as well head on down right now. 5 minutes and 20 seconds from now, the doors open at Tideline Marine, 159 Old Bridge Street on the banks of the New River in downtown Jacksonville. Todd's going to be there. You need to stop by and say, hey, Todd, I know you got some specials because I heard it on the radio. There are some special deals that are going to be had down there over the next month. I mean, boats, specials. Got a new boat coming in. Will be in next week, too. Don't even know what kind it is, but I know they've gone to Nashville to get it.
Sweet.
So they'll be bringing that thing back here over the weekend. It's going to be wrapped up so nobody will be able to see what it is until next week when they unveil it.
Nice.
I'm just kidding. But
Okay.
it'll be locked up. Anyway, you won't be able to see it. It probably is going to be wrapped up because when they travel, they do shrink wrap them a lot. But anyway, next week, some special deals going to be had out there. You may want to stop by, see Todd today. Todd's going to be your man. And you see him today and find out what the specials are. Get a hint anyway, and then he will tell you. He will go ahead and set you up, get you going. You can put a deposit down now if you want to. That would be the smart way to do because there's a limited number of these boats available for specials. Now, there are also other specials in the store that are happening. And one that we are kind of, we were reserving it for Kelly, but she's too chicken to get
I
it.
don't want one.
And it's a paddle board, but it's an inflatable paddle board.
Nope.
And you inflate it, and you can transport it in the trunk of your car. You can transport it almost in a suitcase. But see Todd, it's on special right now. She won't do it.
I'm not going to. I admit it.
She's got the big old chicken
I'm
head
scared.
going right now. But other folks out there, you can ride those things. You can paddle them around, and you don't have to worry about gators or sharks or eel, giant octopus or anything like that. No big deal.
Do you see anybody paddleboarding in the New River? No.
That's because they haven't
'cause they
taken
don't wanna be
advantage of the
killed.
opportunity yet.
They don't want to die.
No, you can take it down to the intercoastal, and you're not going to die. I mean, people. My granddaughter's water tube down there, and she bounces up, she swims around. The gators are not
I
there.
am not going to do anything in the New River with all the alligators we got.
There are
going on
not
in
that
there.
many alligators.
There's a lot.
There's not that
You
many.
are such a liar. It
Only
only takes
takes
one.
one.
That's right.
No. I mean, how many times have you seen anybody hurt by an alligator? How many times? Do you know how many people water ski and tube down there in New River?
Not
Tons.
many.
A ton. A bunch of
I've
them.
never seen anybody do
Well,
that.
it's because you don't ever go down
I
there.
have gone down there plenty of times,
Yeah.
Blue. I know that shocks you to think, but I actually have. I just won't
You-
go in
you-
the open
you-
ocean.
TGIF.
I go on the river with the
Been on a
boat.
boat.
Huh?
You've been on a
I've
boat?
got friends with boats. Yes.
Ah.
Yes.
Well, anyway,
Oh,
I've been
God.
down there a whole lot more, and I ain't never seen.
Oh,
And I
help
see
us.
plenty of people with the sailboards. I've seen some sailboards down there even. Oh,
wow.
yeah, and then people down there. I haven't seen the paddle boards because they just don't have a lot of paddle boarding around here. Swansboro, they got lots of paddle boarding. Got all sorts of activities. Why not Jacksonville? Now's your opportunity. They got one of those blow up things, and you can stow it in the trunk of your car. No big deal, and transport it. Tideline Marine, all sorts of deals are down there. Be sure you sign up for some of the free giveaways when you're down there today or next week. And I'll be down there tomorrow from 8:30 until 2 o'clock. So stop on by. And if you need your boat registered or re-registered or, renewed or anything else, we're doing those now on Tuesdays and Thursdays until everybody can get certified. There are only two of us, and one is out of town.
Oh,
And I don't work every day. I will be there tomorrow. We're saying Tuesdays and Thursdays. Bring it in tomorrow if you need it. If you don't need it until sometime next week, wait till then, unless you just absolutely, yours has expired and you need it before the weekend or by the weekend, stop on by. Todd will alert me today, and I'll run on down and take care of it.
Okay.
How's that?
Good
Is
idea.
that a good idea for you?
I like it.
Tideline Marine, all your fishing and boating needs, 159 Old Bridge Street on the banks of the New River in downtown Jacksonville. Southwesterly winds offshore today, 10 to 15 knots, seas 2 to 3 feet. Dominant period 6 seconds. Sounds and rivers a moderate chop. Tomorrow, southwesterly winds 10 to 15 knots, increasing to 15 to 20 with gusts to 25 in the afternoon. Seas only 3 to 5 feet. Dominant period 6 seconds. Sounds and rivers a moderate chop, becoming choppy in the afternoon. And on Sunday, southwesterly winds a little dicier, 15 to 20 with gusts to 25, diminishing to 10 to 15 in the afternoon. 3 to 5 footers in the morning. Sounds and rivers choppy, diminishing to a moderate chop in the afternoon. Now for the landlubbers weather, we turn it over to Chicken Kelly.
Oh. Today, mostly sunny, high of 94, with the heat index value as high as 106, and gusty with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. Tonight, partly cloudy, low of 77, and no gusts. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, high of 92, with the heat index value as high as 103, still gusty. Tomorrow night, partly cloudy, low of 77, and no gusts. And then on Sunday, showers and thunderstorms likely mainly after 2 p.m. Otherwise, partly sunny, a high of 93. And then Sunday night, still rain.
Okay, before you do your dumb crook news, the city of Jacksonville, as Paul Harvey was famous for saying, isn't doing nothing about the drug crisis. Harvey, a commentator known around the world, used the double negative in what many thought was improper grammar, but in accurate. As in the case of Jacksonville, we're not just sitting back and we're working to address the opioid and illicit drug overdose problem in the area with new preventative measures. In all of last year, all 12 months of 2022, the city had a total of 129 emergency room visits for overdoses. So far, the first 6 months of this year, 123.
Yeah, it's been a lot,
That's
yeah.
doubled.
Yep.
Basically doubled last year.
And that's the city. That's not county.
That's just the city.
That's city people.
At a recent public hearing, Jacksonville Public Safety Director Mike Inero, Special Victims Unit Substance Abuse Counselor Heather Perkins, and other local experts spoke on the danger of opioid use and ways the community can help prevent fatal overdoses with tools like education and Narcan. In case you're wondering, the majority of emergency calls for overdoses come from residences, while 13% come from hotels and local shelters. The city has had fatal overdoses this year. I don't even know how many, and they want to get that number to zero in the future. Perkins said their goal is to educate the community on opioids, overdoses, ways to access treatment, and the Good Samaritan law. A lot of people don't understand the Good Samaritan law when it comes to something like that, and people get upset and say, I ain't going to touch nothing here. There's a Good Samaritan law that will hold you unaccountable unless you start going in there doing surgery or something stupid.
Yeah.
Jacksonville Transit, Onslow County Women's Center, and Onslow Community Outreach are set to receive Naloxone. Is that how they pronounce
Naloxone.
it? No, Naloxone.
Naloxone.
Well, they call it Naloxone.
Let's call it
here.
Narcan.
Kits, as
Right.
well as training. Information on recovery and other resources will be included in these to help combat substance abuse disorders. Like I said, Jacksonville ain't doing nothing about this stuff. They're doing something.
That's
Yep.
Okay, dumb crooks.
All right. We're going to start in Florida today because you know I love that Sheriff Grady.
And Polk,
I just
Polk
love
County,
him. Sheriff
my
Grady
man.
is the best. And he's Polk County, and I wish this man would run for president, but I loved him. And I'm telling you, if you want some entertainment, subscribe to his Facebook page because he even makes cartoons out of these arrests and the stories. Like I love this guy. So earlier this month, a Deputy LeBlanc was looking for a suspect in Polk City. Not the guy she's talking to. Okay, let me be clear. This guy was not who she was looking for. She ran across a man whose name is Justin, and he was on an ATV, like a four-wheeler. So she started talking to him. And she just started, hey, how are you? What's going on? She didn't say anything else yet. All of a sudden, he said,
Diarrhea of the mouth.
Oh, yes. And she's like, what is happening here? He said, oh, man, I'm going to jail, aren't I? And she's like, why do you think that? Now, remember, she don't even know who this guy is. This moron, and he is a dumb crook, says, because of the meth in my pocket. And she's like, well, I didn't know you had meth in your pocket, so let's check this out.
Show me.
And then she said, well, this this interaction, I didn't foresee the direction it went. She said, I suppose the next thing you're going to tell me is that four-wheeler's stolen. He starts stammering.
Really?
Yes, it was stolen. She had just found out once she ran the little serial number on there that it was stolen last month. Yep. All because Justin, it gets better. Florida, I love you so much because you can't make this stuff up. He told the deputy that he rented it for $300 from a guy named Cash. Yes.
Bless his heart.
Oh my word. Yes, he went to jail. Yes, he's going to jail. Yeah, because he originally didn't say he stole it. He said he rented it, but he has stolen ATV. So that's the first guy. You just can't. You cannot make this stuff up. It gets better. So they're telling the story that took place last year, but it happened. The arrest took place this year. So on July 11th of 2022, a Lake Wales business reported a theft of fuel. Someone had siphoned fuel from a box van, a forklift, and they tried to get it for a third vehicle, but they were unsuccessful. So the deputies responded everything, and they recovered a garden hose. They actually sent this garden hose to the Florida Department of Law Enforcement for DNA. So in June of this year, it took that long because they are backlogged. The DNA came back, and it was a guy named Chase, whose DNA it was. So a detective obtained arrest warrant for Chase and charged him with burglary of conveyance and petty theft. On July 2nd, a deputy was conducting a traffic enforcement, basically a DWI checkpoint. They saw him at a boat ramp, and they knew he had a warrant. I guess Chase is known.
They know everybody.
Let me tell you why Chase is known. Because
his DNA was in evidence.
But he is known for previous involvements in stealing Cadillac converters and construction site thefts. And he said, he was like, he's like, we're arresting you for fuel theft. Your DNA is on the hose. And he goes, I gave up siphoning. I don't do that. Total idiot. So I didn't know you would. That's serious. You're going to take a DNA analysis on that. That's above and beyond, but good on them.
Why?
I'm all about it. Get criminals off the street.
We'd have had that back in the 70s. We could have arrested a whole lot of people.
Because that wasn't that. I would never do that.
Thefts.
Lehigh Acres, Florida. I don't know exactly where that is. I've heard, isn't that near Miami, I think? It's Lee County. I don't know where Lee County is.
That's on the West Coast.
Okay. So, oh my God, dude, this is why you don't do drugs right here. The deputies were called to about a man, a 21-year-old, who was running up and down the street naked and humping trees.
What? PCP.
That was my thoughts. So before the deputies could get to him, he was running in the street, and cars were almost hitting this guy. And the police are like, y'all have got to do something. This guy's going to get killed.
Need to lasso him.
So as the deputies attempted to arrest him because they had to chase him, he punches the deputies in the face. He's like, starts fighting the deputy.
There you go.
So he was charged with battery,
resisting
arrest,
assaulting law enforcement,
drunk and disorderly. But he wasn't drunk and disorderly. He was just high on whatever drugs he was on. What a moron! Shockwave.
Okay, I had to put a muffler on him.
And then in Michigan, we'll go to a real quick story for there. So in Michigan, I love this. Raven, you're going to like this story.
Okay.
Two robbers, partners in crime. First of all, I can't believe there's still record stores. So there's that.
Yeah,
but I know that some are making a comeback because vinyl's making a thing again. So they ran in, wanted to rob it, and they are nervously waving guns around. How much money do you think you're going to get out of a record store?
Well, some of those records are pretty expensive.
They are, because I have some. So one of the guys shouted, "Nobody moved." Nobody, you know how they go, "Nobody moved."
That's right, straight
I've
out
got
of
a
some
gun.
TV show,
Yes.
right?
His partner moved, and the guy shot his partner. Like, you cannot make this stuff up.
Oh, that's
I
justice
love this.
served.
I love it. So, and they tried to flee, but he was shot. I mean, idiots. That is dumb.
They both get charged.
Yes.
One for being an idiot and robbing a store. The other one for shooting his partner, being an idiot and robbing. Oh,
Yes.
Lord, good God.
I thought you'd like that.
Oh, I like it. I like it. Okay, we're going to take a break. We'll
Yeah.
come back on the other side. We're going to talk with about real estate
Okay.
and all sorts of stuff. Realty. How's that sound? You're live in local Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
If you plan to rebuild, remodel, repair, or do cottage or home improvements, Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Morris City, should be your first stop. Williams Hardware carries power tools and equipment, chains and fasteners, plumbing and electrical supplies, along with Gerber, Buck, and Case knives. Williams Hardware is your helpful, handy hardware store. Williams Hardware cuts glass to size and custom threads pipe. When the chores are done and the cleanup is finished, light up that Wilmington grill from Williams Hardware. Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Morris City. Open Monday through Saturday from 7:30 till 6 p.m. and Sundays for your convenience, noon till 5. Phone Williams Hardware, 252-726-7158. At Sound Furniture and Appliance in Cedar Point, they are proud to have been in the furniture and appliance business since 1965, and their goal is to continue to offer the best products and services to their customers at exceptional prices. Whether you are furnishing your year-round residence, beach house, condo, or office, they have the furnishings to fit any style. Their sales and design teams offer professional and personal service with product and fabric selection. Sound Furniture and Appliance, 600 Cedar Point Boulevard, Cedar Point, carries name brands such as Sealy, Lazy Boy, and appliances by Sub-Zero, Wolf, Code, and Hashizaki. Financing and local delivery are available. Sound Furniture and Appliance, open Monday through Friday from 8:30 till 6 and Saturdays from 8:30 to 5:30 p.m. Phone 252-393-8130 for Sound Furniture and Appliance in Cedar Point.
For 40 years now, people throughout Jacksonville and Onslow County have trusted Barnes Diamond Gallery for all their jewelry needs for every special occasion. They understand that every day is a special event for someone, whether celebrating a wedding, anniversary, birthday, engagement, or graduation. Let Barnes Diamond Gallery custom design something for you. Barnes Diamond Gallery does on-site repair in addition to their quality and selection of diamonds, diamond fashion bands, pendants, watches, earrings, gemstone rings, and necklaces for anyone for any occasion. Major credit cards accepted. Layaway available. Barnes Diamond Gallery offers appraisals and paid top market prices for gold and silver. Barnes Diamond Gallery, 461 Western Boulevard, Suite 120, Jacksonville, open 9:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday.
Since 1997, locally Jersey Mike's, 301E Western Boulevard right here in Jacksonville, has provided only the best hot and cold subs and healthy salads to our community and our military neighbors, and thanks all our customers for making Jersey Mike's a sub above. Jersey Mike's features hot and cold subs in different sizes, served Mike's way or your way, in addition to delicious, healthy salads. To place your order or for takeout, phone 910-353-8091. Once again, Sam Duran and the staff of Jersey Mike's, 301E Western Boulevard, Jacksonville, thanks you for making them a sub above.
It's not for everyone, only for you. The medication your doctor prescribes is exclusively yours to take as directed. Nobody else should be taking it. It's up to you to keep your medication secure and to safely dispose of any unused medications. Don't let anyone take what's yours. Your prescription, your responsibility. Be aware, don't share. Lock your meds.
Supported by NCDHHS, Division of Mental Health, Developmental Disabilities, and Substance Abuse Services. Visit lockyourmeds.org/NC.
It's live and local. Real Talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
And we're going to get to Donna and James here in just a second. Right now, Chris Rayner. Hey, Chris, what's up?
Good morning. How you guys doing?
Oh, we're hanging in here, just waiting for you to call in and say, what's on Sports Talk today?
Little plug for Sports Talk today. We got a big show. We got 3 guests actually with 2 different storylines. The first half, we're going to have Ellie Patino, the owner of the Jacksonville Ospreys,
Yeah.
and their new general manager, Dylan Hughes, going to be in the studio with us to talk about unveiling their new logos.
Oh, cool. I'm anxious to see it, so I'll be watching.
All right.
Yeah.
And then also, we'll do that on Facebook Live, too. And, of course, we'll explain it to the radio folks,
Yeah, I know.
But it'll be up on the website later, the pictures and everything. And then the second half of the show, we have Shelby Carroll coming in to talk about Boys and Girls Club events coming up.
Uh-huh.
And also, a big thing coming with, in the fall, we got a huge celebrity coming to Jacksonville.
Oh, anybody I know?
Tim Tebow, baby.
Oh, really?
He'll be coming for the FCA Game Changer event this year, and Shelby's helping head that up just to talk about his visit coming up. And, that'd be a great thing to go to. Lots of tickets to meet Tim, and he's probably the biggest one they've had so far. Tony Dungy was pretty big, but Tim Tebow he's almost legendary status when it comes to football.
There you go. All right. Tell Ely today that, if you will, that I may have a wonderful gift for them for next year for something special that occurs. That we'll chat with him about that.
Okay. If you get a chance afterwards, pop in if you want to.
Yeah, got that. Roger that. All right. Thank you.
All right.
All right.
You guys take care. Good
You
show.
too. Sports Talk immediately following live and local here, Real Talk. Right now, live and local Real Talk, and we've got the one, the only
Donna Riggs.
hanging the house here. So, Donna, put your headphones on. Belly up to the microphone.
Okay.
You got to get close so we can hear you.
Good morning.
How are you? Been a long time no see.
It's been a minute.
A minute.
I want
a
to
minute.
introduce James here from Veterans United. He's our local branch manager here in Jacksonville, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Say hello to everyone, James.
Hello. He's the money man, right? He is the money man.
What year did you graduate?
Yesterday.
2007.
He's so young.
Oh my goodness, he's a mere child next to me.
I know.
I think I might be here to be his mother.
I think I could be his great grandfather. So, anyway, well, that's good. So you got a new partner going in here, and then
Yes.
how are things going in the world of selling and buying real estate?
Well, market's getting a little wild, isn't it, James?
Oh, yeah.
Just a tad bit wild. Prices are going up again for sellers.
Oh.
And
That's good for sellers, bad for buyers.
yeah, and with some homes selling with multiple offers. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
So they're
and
bidding
yes.
on them.
Yes, yes. Remember when I closed Shadow Ridge? Yeah, we had 9 offers in 2
Wow.
days. Yes. That cute little house went quick. And so so it's been a little tough. James, why don't we talk about the interest rates?
Yeah.
Oh.
Rates are a little bit all over the board. They're going to continue to stay where they're at for a while, most likely. We're hoping that sometime early next year, we'll be looking at some decreases. But as of right now, everything is indicating that we're going to stay pretty close to where we're at right now.
And where is that? Generally speaking.
Yeah,
Ballpark.
for the average, we're sitting around 7% to the high 6s.
Mhm.
It's kind of floating up and down a little bit,
Uh-huh.
around a 6.875 to 7.25 roughly.
So you buy a house today at 7% interest, and first of the year it comes down to 5%. Can they do something else?
Oh yeah, there is a refinance opportunity for every loan type. It's typically pretty simplistic compared to a regular purchase. So within a year or two, most people are planning on refinancing, which they always have the option to buy down their rate as well. So
What do you mean buy down the rate?
so when you do make your initial purchase, you can pay for points, which is going to lower your interest rate. Now that sometimes is going to be beneficial depending on when you plan on refinancing or how long you plan on keeping the home. So if you decrease your rate by say 2 points, so you go from a 7 to down to in the 5s. Sometimes it takes a little bit to recoup the cost that it takes for you to buy down that rate. And if you plan on refinancing in 2 years, then it may be beneficial for you. But if it takes 4 years to recoup that cost, then it might not be beneficial.
Yeah. Okay. So if you do buy it today and you got, I'd say I'll sell a house, so I've got a substantial down payment to be able to provide. Does that help my interest rate?
So it does not, but you can allocate those funds towards the rate instead of doing a down payment, and you're actually going to save money most likely in the long run that way.
Okay. So you're the guy that you advise them in that realm, right?
Definitely.
Okay. So that's a good partnership. I just thought you'd file for a loan and you say, hey, here it is. This is what you're going to get.
Now, there's different programs out there, and I had a buyer that closed in May, and the seller helped her with the buy down rate a
Really?
little bit, not a lot, just a little bit. I mean,
Uh-huh.
she still had to pay closing costs a lot, but it still helped her, and she's here for the long haul. So
Okay, well, that's good.
Well, talking about that, James, I have a question. Now, my interest rate on my home, what I've got left on it, is like 3-something%. But
Hold
I'm
on to it.
I'm continuously getting letters from my mortgage company saying, refinance, take a little cash out, we can get you a lower payment. But the interest rates are a lot higher now. So, do you see where they could offer me a lower interest rate?
No, but you can take a loan out against your equity.
Right.
And they're most likely marketing towards that.
Right.
But I would probably stay away from any type of refinancing.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought too. I just keep throwing them in the trash.
Yeah. I keep getting these letters, and I keep getting telephone calls, even on my cell phone. You've got this property at yada 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 location. We want to buy it. And of course,
keep getting
I get that too
Really?
every day. I
get
it.
one that
Emails, text messages.
We
and
don't
I'm
have
like,
that much property around here to sell.
I'm like, I'm good. I'm a real estate agent, so I think I don't need your services. I'm
Well, I
good.
just tell them $5 million, small unmarked bills in cash. I'll be out in 30 days. I don't get that call.
It's been that kind of morning.
So I want to talk a little bit for a minute, and then I'm going to let James talk some more about the market and his end of things. So I printed the absorption information sheet for the month of June, and the average list price and sale price was $360,000, and the average days of the market range between 20 to like 45 days on the market.
Really?
And but some homes, like I said a few minutes ago, are going quicker with multiple offers. It depends on the price of the home and how well the seller lets us list a price. If you list it in that good range, it'll go quick. It'll go quick. And so there are buyers out there that are buying homes still. I mean, obviously homes are selling. And so the average sale price for June of 2023 was $392,197. And the average days on the market was 44 days. And that was June of 2023. Compared to June of 2022, the average days in the market was 19.
Let's just say that I've got a house, and then I've decided I'm going to sell it. And I look at what I think, or what the market tells me the house is worth, that I could probably get. Let's say it's going to be $350,000, and so I say, Donna, let's list this thing at $325,000. I don't have to take that $325,000, do I?
If you get some good offers at $325,000, $330,000, it depends on the price, the terms, what the buyer is asking for. I have to present all offers, even if they're low. Whatever offers they are, I have to present them, and then I say, okay. And I do a spreadsheet. When I have listings, what I do to make it easier for me is I do a spreadsheet when I have multiple offers, and I put price, terms, when they close, how much due diligence money they're giving the seller, or earnest money, and or both. When I break it down and I say, okay, here's all the offers, and then I say this would get you possibly this, and etc. And I explain everything, and then you, the seller, have to decide what you're willing to take for the house.
Okay.
And it also has to appraise, doesn't it, James?
Oh yeah.
Well, so it appraises, and it comes out as more than I'm asking for, that I tell you to ask for it. But I don't have to accept it, and hopefully would that encourage?
If you're already in contract, we don't know. Even if I have the buyer, and let's just say I'm a dual agent, I cannot tell the seller, and we'll never know what the house appraises for. So if you go in contract for $325,000 and it appraises for $390,000, all the buyer's agent is going to tell the listing agent is, we got value, we're good. Or if the appraiser calls any repairs, then the buyer's agent is going to say, here's the little tidbit of the appraisal report with what the repairs are called for.
Okay.
But you're not going to know if it appraises higher than the contract price.
Okay.
Make sense?
Sort of. I'm not going to sell anyway.
Okay. I know you're not selling.
Let's take a quick break. You're live and local Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME. We'll be right back.
Vacation season is here, and if you need automotive service before hitting the highways or just regular maintenance, Cedar Point Tire, the best automotive shop in Cedar Point, is here for you. Cedar Point Tire is more than just a tire store. They offer fast auto service from tune-ups to flat tire repair and all alignment and suspension service. Cedar Point Tire carries all the major name brand tires, so they likely have your preference. It's simple. For all automotive service and tires, call 252-393-3188 or visit Cedar Point Tire, the best automotive shop in Cedar Point, 1083 Cedar Point Boulevard. Cedar Point Tire. Come ride with us.
Have you gotten your copy of Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail area's only local newspaper in print? Started a little over a year ago, we now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date night? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
The best deal for the grill is at Jones LP Gas and Oil Company each Friday. Every Friday from 8 a.m. to 5, Jones LP Gas and Oil Company will fill your 20-pound LP gas grill cylinder for only $11. You heard that right. Each Friday till closing, you can have your 20-pound LP gas cylinder filled for only $11 at Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 Wilmington Highway in heart of Verona. In addition to saving money on your LP gas for the grill, Jones Gas and Oil Company serving residential, commercial, and agricultural gas and oil needs, as well as gas appliances, LP replacement parts, fill cylinders, and tankless water heaters, and they offer a 10% military discount on installation. Remember to get that cylinder filled every Friday until closing for only $11. Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 the Old Wilmington Highway, Verona. Phone 910-346-6384.
If you love racing, you don't want to miss the All-American Showdown tonight at New River All-American Speedway, 4744 Richlands Highway, Jacksonville. Enjoy all the excitement featuring USAC, Eastern Midgets, and Southern Ground Pounders vintage race cars, plus the hometown heroes and the Swansboro Liquidation Bombers, and the always thrilling Champ Carts. Also in action. Gates open at 5 p.m. Green flag at 8 p.m. Tickets $10 and kids 5 and under free. For more information, visit NewRiverSpeedway.com or call 910-708-0202.
Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro reminds you to check your mailbox and find your quote on homeowners insurance. Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro goes the extra mile to make sure you're in good hands, like helping you customize your home and windstorm coverage with their Write Your Own home policy. Yes, save even more when you bundle your home, auto, boat, motorcycle, and even your golf cart. Remember, if it rolls or floats, call Tammy for a quote. You and everything you own are in good hands with Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro. Call today, 910-326-5383. Tammy Fry Allstate, 638 West Corbett Avenue in the friendly city by the sea, Swansboro. Check your mailbox today for savings on your homeowner's insurance.
Mills International Incorporated, your local Cub Cadet dealer, is ready for summer, and you should be too, with the Cub Cadet XT Enduro Series. These lawn tractors were engineered for strength, comfort, and versatility. Each machine features a strong deck with a variety of sizes available, designed to deliver a premium cut. An assortment of attachments and accessories, sold separately, allow you to use your mower for more than just cutting grass. Stop by Mills International Incorporated today and find out how the Cub Cadet XT Endurance Series is tailored to help unlock all the possibilities of your lawn. Head to your local Cub Cadet dealer, Mills International Incorporated, at 801 South Queen Street for exceptional offers, expert advice, and superior service.
It's live and local. Real Talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
And we're back, and we have Donna Riggs and James Browning. Is that the way it is? Did I do that right?
Yep.
That's what I thought I heard, but I had headphones on earlier. So, James, you're into the financial part of this whole situation. We hear war stories, of course, about, we can't get a loan. The loans are, you just can't get one. They're scaring us to death. I'm afraid to go get a loan these days. We got a recession coming. We got a depression coming. We got this coming. We're going to lose our house. What do you tell people?
Yeah, so I get asked a lot, is it a good time to purchase a home right now? Right now is actually, I believe, a spectacular time to buy a home. And that may come as a little shock with rates the way they are. But right now we still do have a housing shortage. We have a lot of people not in the market currently. because of the housing shortage. They're waiting to purchase,
Unbelievable.
looking for rentals. Rent is really high right now. But the thing is, once the rates start coming down, a lot of people are going to enter to that market again.
Mm-hmm.
And with the housing shortage, as Donna said, we already having people bid over houses. Once all these people enter into the housing market, now we're going to have a lot more bidding, which is going to raise prices substantially. Once prices go up, rates are going to come down. That's correct. But it's going to save you a lot more money now to purchase now and refinance in the future. Because if you wait to purchase and those prices go up substantially, you're going to be putting a large down payment down to try to outbid someone, or the prices are going to go up so high that you're going to be paying thousands of dollars more than you would if you purchase now.
Wow. Rent to own. Are there any homes out there like that on the market these days?
I don't do rent to own.
Okay.
I don't do for sale by owners unless I reach out to a for sale by owner, which I can and would, and they actually want to work with a real estate agent. But private people, if they don't want to work with us, then
So if you got a buyer that comes along and would like for you to buy that house that is for sale by owner, you don't do it?
I would talk to the seller to see if they would pay the commission
Okay.
for me to represent the buyer.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. All right. So what do we got coming up? Anything special?
I pulled another sheet yesterday afternoon and just looking in the MLS for homes that are currently active for sale in all of Onslow County, and there are not many, and not many at all. And so sellers, if you are thinking about selling your home, this is a good time to jump in the market and let me come and view your home and do a market analysis report for you and go over numbers and see what you can get for your home. Buyers, like James just said, this is a good pool to get into to buy a home. You can refinance later on down the road. Some homes are selling with multiple offers, and so this is, a good time to get with James and myself and go over your buying options. And if you're selling, it's a great time to do that.
Okay. One more scenario. Let's just say I've got a home. I know I'm going to be leaving the area the first of the year or whenever, right?
Okay.
I talk to you. Let's put my home on the market. Let's get it sold on the condition that whenever it's sold, I can rent this home for a certain
Seller
price.
possession after closing.
Until the first of the year or until whenever I move. And so therefore you can make that arrangements with the buyer.
I've had 2 listings that have closed recently.
Good.
We did seller possession after closing.
Excellent. Just wanted to know. Did that works out okay?
Yes. Well, the second one was a little chaotic for a minute, but then it calmed down. But the first one was very smooth.
Okay, sounds good. Donna, James, welcome aboard, James.
Oh.
Welcome to the, as one of our frequent callers does, the, what does he call us? Drama country?
Drama country, yes.
So-
Drama country.
Yeah,
I
that's
haven't heard that one.
That's what
That's
Theo
Theo.
said.
That's Theo? I haven't heard Theo say that to us yet.
Oh,
He loves
yeah.
us.
He'll be back. You wait
He
till
loves
your
us.
next go around. He's making notes.
Oh, I know
Guarantee you.
Theo's making
Oh,
notes.
He'll be calling in. And James, watch out. It'll be incoming.
He likes me
And-
now, so it's
And
good.
the next time you come in, please get the dress code, the color scheme right.
He's right. You're the
That's
one
right.
not.
Friday. It's Red Friday.
Nobody told me.
Remember our deployed.
I wanted to wear my new Pier 24
I
shirt.
like it.
I'm just saying.
I'm just
She's
saying.
got the red hair.
I did get
Curly.
some red in my hair again.
She's good.
Some
I'm
red.
good. So I do have red.
Okay, you're good. We'll let you skate this time. All right, thank you. We appreciate that. You could hang around for a few minutes, both of you, because we got some work to do.
Yes, we
All
do.
right. Meanwhile, Sports Talk is next after Fox
Talk
News
is-
is next. Sports Talk is after that.
Mhm.
And then sometime after 10 o'clock, we got another dose of the Daily D's. At 3 o'clock this afternoon, we got Chris Hollywood Man at 4 o'clock from the Rustic
Barn.
Barn.
Right.
Why would you want to go to a rustic
It's
barn?
pretty.
They're
Oh, it's
great.
very pretty,
They're
yeah.
great.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Rustic on the outside, beautiful on the
It's very
inside.
pretty, yeah.
And Hollywood's going to be out there doing a live show from 4 to 6 o'clock. And it's for the Jacksonville High School Boosters Club, the Cardinal
Go
Boosters
Cardinals.
Club, Go Cards. And that's happening. And their dinner tonight begins at 6 o'clock. The 3 Monday morning, I think you're here. You're
I'll be
here.
here Monday.
I'm here. You're live and local Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM WSME. See you Monday.
WSME, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jackson.